Astro babies, my name is Daniel and this is the energy of the week of the first week of 2024. First from 7th of December, and we begin this year with the moon in Virgo. The moon is the planet that rules our emotional well-being, and it's actually in the sign of well-being. So we begin the year noticing what is good for us, what takes our well-being away, and what we need to purify our lives. You know, the moon this week is losing light because next week we are going to have a new moon in Capricorn. So this week, even though is the beginning of the year, is about letting go, is about ending, because actually next week is the energetic beginning of the year with an amazing new moon in Capricorn. But wait, let's start with this week. We have the moon in Virgo on Monday, and then we have Mercury that finally starts going direct. Mercury has been retrograding all December, so it could have been a bit chaotic, but actually this has been a very positive retrograde to understand that we needed a pause to rethink and replan our goals for this year. So right now that Mercury is going direct again, it's gonna connect to Neptune, it's gonna connect to Saturn, to Jupiter, and it's all about understanding and having the information and the conversations that we need to get the clarity for the realignment of our goals and plans for this year. So actually it's perfect because we're forced to stop by the end of the year. And this end of the year not only has been like a stop, it also has been like a review of all the things we thought we wanted. By the end of the year, probably they weren't. So by this beginning of the year, we're rethinking those goals and those plans. And Mercury is our ally there. Mercury rules the mind and the communication. So now that is going forward, we're gonna get the clarity. It's perfect this week to have the meetings, to check those dates, to revisit those plans. But the first few days with Mercury stationary, it can be a bit chaotic. So let's chill. At least till Wednesday. So what happens beginning of the week, we have the moon in Virgo and Mercury going direct. But also we have Venus, the planet of desire in Sagittarius. And Venus in Sagittarius desires more, desires expansion, desires abundance, desires freedom, desires parties, but faces Saturn. Saturn in Pisces says, wait, you desire a lot. You need to be more mindful with your desires. You cannot lose your energy scattered around. So for some people, this is an energy that feels like, oh my God, I spent way too much this end of the year. Now I have to cut my expenses. Of maybe I went out too much or I ate too much and now I'm like, I need to put myself in a fucking diet. And that's Saturn. It's like limits, maturities, this needs to end. So it can feel a bit restrictive. Yet on the other hand, it will show us if we are ready to be committed. You know, for some people, it might feel also that, okay, I'm not ready to commit with this person or with this company or with this goal because it's too much. And I need to be more mindful of how I use my energy, how I use my desires. But for other people, might feel like, okay, even though this is a lot, since it's aligned to my beliefs and my desire of growth, I am ready to commit, to put the limits on the things I need to put the limits to achieve actually those goals. It will depend on your mindset and how you are looking at life. But even though it feels a bit restrictive, it can be very positive if you know how to use this energy. So we begin the year with that energy of do it. Decide and what is good for you and what is not good for you, because one of the most important transits of this week is that Mars, the planet of action, moves into Capricorn, one of its favorite places. You know, when Mars is in Capricorn, we give action to our goals. We have this super determined energy to achieve what we want to achieve. Mars is going to stay in Capricorn till the 13th of February. So we have 6 weeks to use this energy that is actually amazing for the beginning of the year, because we want to begin the year with a clear goal. And with Mercury going direct, Mars in Capricorn, Saturn, the planet of Capricorn, squaring Venus, it's also, and then it's gonna make a very positive aspect to Mars. It's about we begin the year understanding where I need to draw out my energy to give it to a place where I really feel committed. It's perfect to revisit everything. Next week is for you to start doing. This week is for you to start or either undoing or have the proper meetings and conversations to start what you want to start next week. The moon is going to move from Virgo to Libra to Scorpio this week. And when it reaches Libra by mid of the week, it's going to fall into the south node, making us understand that there are certain patterns, emotional patterns of codependency that we need to let go. That middle of the week is gonna mark also there is 1 week left till the new moon in Capricorn. So that last week before the new moon, where the light of the moon almost disappears, it's about I need to finish everything that I committed to. I need to let go. I need to cleanse my body, my workspace, my house, everything. I need to finish and let go. Then the moon is going to move to Scorpio. And the moon in Scorpio is about purifying, detoxifying. So it's perfect if you want to do like a facial. It's perfect if you want to do a mud mask. It's perfect if you want to do a deep tissue massage, or if you want to have like a session with your therapist and really talk about those deep inner childhood wounds or things that you become aware lately. Because also by the end of the week we have the sun in Capricorn in a square to Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. Chiron represents our vulnerabilities, our most wounded parts. So when the sun faces Chiron, it's natural that we see a reactive tendency either in us or in others. People might be extra sensitive. When Chiron faces the sun, talks about like we might feel a lack of validation in others, a sense of insecurity arising. But everything that we feel triggered in ourselves or that we see triggered in others is not the situation, it's not the person, it's not the relationship. This actually goes way back. So in this sense, Chiron, that has a shape of a key, is this perfect key to understand that these wounds that we see arising belong to us, belong to our inner child, belong to our our little you, that right now when we have these aspects, they have a tendency to arise, but with an opportunity of healing. So if you get into some sort of quarrel by the end of the week, use this as an opportunity to see inside yourself and notice what is really going on. Is what the other person bothering me because they said it, or because it's something that I already have within myself? Also, the last day of the year, actually the 30th of December, Jupiter started going direct. So we are actually feeling this energy of Jupiter going direct during January, because it's going to be stationary. That means that it's not moving for some time. And this Jupiter stationary is about these past few months, about understanding that the growth comes within. We begin the year with seeing opportunities, how to use this internal growth to seek those opportunities on our external world. Another thing that happens is also that this week Neptune, the planet of illusions and confusion and dreams, it's also going to go direct. So again, it's going to be a stationary for some time, but it means that after many months of internalizing a lot of our beliefs, our illusions, our dreams, and noticing which of them have no basis, Neptune direct is about the connection that we have to the source. I understand that, are we ready to fight and work for those dreams? So it means that this first week of the year, it's very important to understand, to have like to recapitulate what has been going on, and at least the 2 last months of the year, understand where are you standing now. What are the beliefs or the dreams that you don't want to, what are the dreams you don't want to pursue? What are the goals that you need to change? What are the beliefs that are not supporting those goals or those dreams? And what can you do to rethink them, reimagine them, to actually start going forward next week to manifest them. So next week we have an amazing energy of manifestation with this new moon in Capricorn. But the manifestation energy of next week, it's completely in tune with what we do with the energy this week. That is about letting go and putting things in order. So I hope all this information is clear for you and you like the energy of the week a bit more extended. You can subscribe to the channel or follow me in Instagram. It's at IDTVI. So happy beginning of the year. See you soon.